Whiplash here from Whiskey Airsoft again.
This is Mother.
And today we're going to do another 1911 review. This time of a WE Tech old style 1911. My good old fashioned favorite. Now this is the actual normal style.
Government issue style.
Like back in before World War I, technically. But this is as you've told previously, the other 1911 review we have done, this is a lot better of a gun than that one. I don't know, for one, it's single stack, that's a plus, it's a single stack mag. Really, you get a lot of great features. Actually, that's pretty realistic. Only one, I guess it's not ampy. And some other things. It does not have colored sights or raised.
It's a government issue.
But sometimes,
it's just
sometimes they do. If you're looking to get a WE 1911, this is the way to go. I would have to say, and I'm gonna let him take over since it's his gun.
All right, guys. So, like he stated, this is the WE Tech 1911. This is the government model, run-of-the-mill World War I, before World War I production line, World War II kind of style. I believe I purchased this for $100 from evic.com, or Evic, or Evic, whatever you want to call it. It's a super reliable gun. I do have 2 propane and or green gas magazines. I did run propane for the longest time, but I found out that propane starts to break things, kind of like CO2 does.
Too much pressure.
Too much and propane smells like ass. Propane really does stink.
It's a bad smelling gas.
So I switched over to green gas, and since then I have not broke anything. I did break quite a few.
Knock on wood.
I broke quite a few. This is an old barrel bushing from it. Just blew the bushing part off. This is an old spring rod or a guide spring cup, and it blew the back of that off. But I have not had any issues with it since I switched to green gas. It does have a functional grip safety. It is the original length beaver tail. It's a standard spur hammer. Low profile iron sights. I'm not used to the camera being that way from me. I'm used to the webcam. Low profile iron sights. Like I said, government issue. They were just crude at the time. They are effective though. This gun is very accurate. Out to I don't know, what would you say?
30 yards?
Yeah, 25, 30 yards. It's pretty dang accurate.
Which is pretty good for the amount of, let me just take that, for the inner barrel only being from here to there or so. So right, about a 3-inch barrel, 3-4-inch barrel, compared to your normal AEGs, which run about a 363 millimeter, which, I don't know, 20 inches, give or take, around there. But really, it's pretty dang accurate for a pistol. I'm gonna have to agree with that.
And it is the it's the regular. It is a metal trigger. It's a metal serrated trigger. It's the, like I said, everything here. If you've ever owned a government model 1911, a Colt, or the old Remington, or Winchester, this is exactly it in an airsoft version. It has the lanyard loop on the bottom of it. Like he stated, they are single stack magazines. They do offer the little bit of faux kind of holes in them, like the real 1911 mags have. Gas wise, the seals on the mags, this is my second pair of O-rings on the bottom there. WE O-rings tend to give out. I don't know why that is, but they do, and that's just a given fact. It's not expensive to replace. Kind of a pain in the butt sometimes, but hey, it happens. Like I said, very, very nice firearm. The grips did have kind of a wood grain to them. They are plastic grips. I painted them OD. That was my loadout at the time, was an OD loadout. Still basically is, but I switched sidearms to a Glock. But I do have the OD green grips on there, and they would have been a wood grain finish, which looks pretty cool too. Disassembly on this guy. It's pretty simple. Drop your hammer, and here, can I scoot this way? There we go. just go ahead and rack it, and you'll line up, like he said about that one, you'll line up those two. Let's see if we can't get it. You'll line up those two little holes right there, the pin on the slide release and the hole in the slide, and you'll just push that out with your thumb. It'll pop right out, no tools needed on like a KJW or something like that. Slide will come forward off the frame, set your frame aside. Here is your guide rod, or guide spring, recoil spring, your rear plunger, your front plunger, that'll pull out. Push your barrel out the front. All right, you gotta turn your, I'm used to a Glock. Turn your barrel bushing, pull your barrel bushing out, and then push your barrel out the front. And this was a chrome barrel also, which I repainted over black. It just kind of looks more of the government issue 1911. And that's really about it for the gun wise. Let's go ahead and talk about our, let's go ahead and do our rating. So Nate, since this is my firearm, I did the first one in yours. Why don't you go ahead and give us your rating first?
Well, I would have to rate this pistol firearm 4 out of 5 stars. Whatever. Another dollar for the pop. Because you get accuracy, you get... Can I see the gun now?
Yeah, I was checking. Oh my god.
They really paid attention to detail on this. I think it works flawlessly. I've shot it a couple times here and there. It just works flawless. And as we said earlier, it's accurate. It's... I need to notice that.
A little bit of wobble on the slide frame rate.
But
slide frame meat, but you're okay.
That's what you're given when you buy a WE. That they always have the wiggly slides. It's a given fact. I like it. It's a normal 1911. That's always been my favorite sidearm of all time. I'm switching to a SIG to give that a try, but so 4 out of 5 stars. It's nothing really mechanically wrong if you run green gas, but if you ran a higher gas like propane or you can't run CO2, it'll probably break. But lower, not lower, but you know, not as high of a pressure gas should be fine. Shouldn't break unless you drop it or something like that. But I'm gonna give it over to him.
Cool. I also am going to go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's not perfect. It can use things. There's things that could be corrected with it, but on the same hand, it's pretty dang good. It's a pretty dang good pistol. It's accurate. It's reliable. And like I said, running green gas you're way better off than the propane or the CO2. Just pay the extra little bit of money, buy the green gas. You're way better off. Reliability, capacity, cleanliness. It doesn't stink. You're way better off with the green gas.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5. Like I said, not perfect. There's things that can be done to it, but then again, it's a damn good pistol. It served me well for 1 or 2 years carrying it on my rig.
I'd say that about 1
or 2 years carrying it on my rig. It broke twice. That was both with the propane. Carried it for about 3 months afterwards, running green gas, not a single hiccup. Yeah, so 4 out of 5 stars.
Alright, I think that'll do it for this review.
I believe it will.
I am Whiplash.
Mother.
Peace out.